You're tuned in to Tailgate Talk, where the grill is hot, the drinks are cold, and the sports stories never stop. Hosted by DB Cooper and Itty Bitty Ute, and produced by Hollywood. Grab a plate, pull up a chair, and let's get this tailgate started.
So the urologist walked in and said, "That's the biggest sample I've ever seen."
Welcome on into the Tailgate Talk podcast, where the food is hot, the drinks are cold, the urologists are amazed. I'm DB Cooper. Next to me, Itty Bitty Ute. On the ones and twos behind the grill in the green hat, Hollywood. How are we doing, gentlemen?
So good. So good.
Good.
Oh,
Is that a Tulane hat? What is that? That is a good question for the peeps. Like, could you rep the off colors for the Utes? So, like, the green, the yellow.
in the comments
That's a
section,
good question.
tell us your thoughts.
It's valid.
It's very valid.
I went in. Oh, I don't have it with me. So I've got the black one for the blackout. I got another white one with the red brim. And I saw this one. And the crazy thing is, like, when I go into a hat store, my hat size that I have to get for like fitted hats is 9 5/8.
What?
Or
What the?
Yeah, 9 5/8. It's massive.
Nine.
So a lot of the hats
I think
that
it's 8 5/8. I think 9 would be a whole like league. I think like the biggest hat at a lids, I think, is 8.
I thought
Or
it
is
was
it 9?
5 8/7.
I'm confused. Why don't you just check your hat? Why don't you just check your hat?
Yeah, pull the hat
I'll
off.
take it off.
Should just be. Oh. Christ's sake.
Hold on a second. Sorry.
While Hollywood's looking for that, I do want to say this episode is presented by our one and only and best, our very best, our favorite, Aerotech Manufacturing in North Salt Lake. For any of your precision sheet metal fabrication needs, radiant ceiling panel needs, or carpet cleaning truck mount needs, Aerotech Manufacturing in North Salt Lake is the place for you. They've been doing it since 1967, best in the business. We love them. We appreciate them. I think Itty Bitty is on the hook for getting a carpet cleaning truck mount done on his Prius. I think. But
Yeah,
we'll talk about it more.
it's on the to-do list.
Did you figure out how big that hat is, Hollywood?
Little 6
7 5/8.
7. No,
7
we're both off.
5/8. 9.
Good thing you didn't put that out there. I saved
that's
you
like-
right there. I
that's
saved
like
you.
The ones that you see that are just like this big at the hockey stores now. Yeah.
People would have blown you up. This guy doesn't even know his hat size, let alone the fucking Utes.
I know the fraction.
Yeah,
That's it.
same. 5/8. Big hat. That's same for me. My dad's got. I think, is there one above 5/8?
8/7.
I think there's 3/4.
Fuck. Where are we going with the story? I'm sorry. I'm lost.
5 8/7, bro. I'm a 7 1/4, 1/8.
Edie's got a fucking pinhead, bro.
Pin, dude.
Pin.
Yeah, I used to rep 7s and I got headaches all day, so moved up a size to the 1/8.
Do you get discounts because you get to buy them from the kids section, or?
I have done that, and yes, they are cheaper.
Nice, dude. Work the system.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Uncle Sam.
I will say the green is better to me than like a yellow or a purple. I would
Yes.
wear the green. I would wear the green hunting, fishing, something like that. Things I don't do. So I'd probably never wear the green. But
I do rep occasionally the USS black and gray hat.
Oh, you got.
I do have that hat. It's pretty rare because it's 7 3/4, so I don't wear it that often.
Your
I had
guy
to buy
right
it.
here. I like it because I'm a style guy. Like, I wear green with green. And so
These fractions
now I've
are
got
fucking
something to
me
go
up,
with.
bro.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you got to carry the one, dude. That's how it works.
These practices are fucking me up like 3/4. Man.
6 seconds.
Spent
Speaking
a
of-
night at the Honey the other night. Hollywood, what'd you do?
I was going to tell you. So Itty Bitty opened us up with a urologist joke. I've
Please.
got to tell you guys,
Friday
one
night
of the
urologist
craziest.
visits.
So if you've been listening to our episodes, you know I've got a little bit of issue. My prostate has been like massive. They're trying to figure it out.
Have we put that out there, or have we just talked about that on the side and not put that out there?
No. It's
right.
out there.
The people know.
It's
Just making
subtly.
sure. All right. I'll
We've
shut up.
talked about them. So I go in a month ago. Pain in the old ball sack, and just like something's wrong. So schedule an appointment with the urologist. They're like, oh, you've
Pain in my
got
ball
blood
sack
in your
is usually
urine.
just Mrs. DB, if I'm being honest with you.
So they're like, you got blood in your urine. We got to send you over to get a CT scan. They're like, it's probably kidney stones, whatever. So go to a CT scan. They're like, there's no stones.
Have you had kidney stones before?
Never.
Okay.
Never
I
had
have no
kidney
idea if
stones.
this. Okay.
Oh, brutal.
Worse than
But
childbirth.
you,
I've
but
heard
you didn't know
they're not fun.
for all you knew, this was kidney stones.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
pain. Sure. Okay.
So
Probably
they're like, well, it's not kidney stones. We don't see any stones. So he checks the boys. He's like, everything feels fine. And then goes, elbows on the table. Elbows on the table. And it was painful. He's like, yeah, your prostate's huge. So he's like, it's probably an infection. We'll put you
I
on
don't think. I'm not a doctor,
Yeah.
but I mean,
antibiotics. One finger. Put me on antibiotics for a month. So Friday was my time to go in and get checked in. And he's like, how's everything going? I'm like, well, they don't hurt anymore, but I still am having issues. Like nothing's really changed. So he goes, all right. So checks a few things. And he's like, well, what we want to do is we want to do a stream test, like a urine stream test, to make sure that you've got enough like pressure, flow, all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, all right. So he's like, well, all right, do you have to go to the bathroom? I'm like, I drank 2 bottles of water before I came out here. And he's like, I need you to be to the point where like, if you're on a road trip, you got to stop and pull over because you can't make it another mile. I'm like, all right. So I pound another 2 big bottles
they
of
were
water.
worried about your oomph, huh?
Yeah. And then 5 10-ounce bottles of water. I've got 100 gallons or 100 ounces sloshing around in me.
100
And I'm
gallons
just
in a night in
waiting.
China, he said.
So the problem was I'm sitting there, and as I'm drinking, I'm not feeling very good. Like I think I've got like the flu or something.
Oh, shit.
And have you ever like trusted a fart, but you catch it because you catch it at that right moment? You're like, oh, that's not right.
I've trusted a fart. I've never caught it.
Dude, I felt like things moving around. I'm like, oh, God, something's coming out. So I told the doctor, I'm like, dude, I got to poop. And I don't know what's going to happen here. He's like, stand up, walk around, see what you can do. So I'm pacing the doctor's office for like 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, like I'm ready to go. So stand up, go in. And it's like an old person. If you've ever had anybody in your family or someone that you're around that's on hospice, there's like it looks like a folding chair that's got like a bedpan underneath it. This one was just like a funnel, and it went down into like a reservoir. So it's hooked up to this like typewriting machine. So as you pee, it measures how much is going through and like printing it out on a receipt. So the lady goes in, she's like, this is what you need to do. She's like, don't sit down because you can't poop in this thing. Like, I'll be pissed. I'm like, all right, I get it. So shuts the door. I start going, and I feel like I'm going to shit my pants. So finish, sit down on the actual toilet, blow it up, and then she has to go in and read the readings. And she's just like, I can tell she's like it was bad. So they still don't know what's wrong with me, but it was like the most awkward, embarrassing trip to the urologist that I've ever been to in my life.
Sounds like you need second, third opinions. Yeah.
No thanks.
And that's talking urologist with Hollywood. Insane. I think my question. So if you pee in a funnel and it comes out and it's like a typewriter, I gotta imagine that technology is advanced enough in this day and age that we could come up with a device as a society where you sit down on a folding chair, pee into a funnel, and instead of the typewriter, it plays like notes on an instrument. And my question to the listeners is, if I did that and streamed it live, would you tune in to listen to me play some notes with my pee?
Is this the final straw?
I hate this channel.
No!
I was thinking you were going my way. With all the advances in technology, you'd think that there was a better way to check the prostate than rubber glove and a finger.
Oof. Well, I mean, now we're getting down dark roads, because there probably is, but the doctor's
Dirt
probably...
roads, you mean? Muddy roads?
Yeah.
Well, it's a hell of an episode. Thanks everyone.
Speaking
for
of
tuning
muddy
in.
roads,
Thank
how
you
was
for,
everyone's chili dog?
Good call.
Wait, hold on.
Chili Dog U was Saturday.
Yeah.
Itty Bitty, what do you got on Chili Dog U, please?
Chili Doggy was after the urologist, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
All right.
God.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did your glizzy slide down your gullet?
Oh, dude, it slid down so good. Went to Maverick.
Okay.
With the wife on the way to the honey, and got a Maverick chili dog. It was rough. I did it for the group. I had about 2 bites, and it ended up going to the garbage.
Oh my gosh, that bad, huh?
It wasn't good. I don't know if I just wasn't in the mood or what, but
Do you worry that not finishing it and admitting to the people that not finishing it is going to ruin the juju of the Chili Dog U?
no.
Because now maybe everyone won't be as committed, and if
Those that were
majority-
watching on X, myself included, was under the impression that it was completely finished.
Was that was outlined? in the chili-
maybe let's blur a line a little bit, and even though you didn't finish, let's just say you did.
Yeah. I finished that fucking hot dog. It was so good.
Was it? Hollywood also had a Maverick hot dog review. Hollywood, at least it looked like a Maverick.
Yeah, it was Maverick. So I had 2 daughters that had soccer games Saturday
That's-
morning. And
You went
I
Maverick
had a
hot
half
dog
an hour.
pre-soccer game.
I had a half hour in between the games. So after the first
That's
game,
dangerous.
ran over to Maverick, and I was just gonna do chili, and then I was like, I should probably do like a chili cheese. It looked terrible because I'm like trying to barely touch the cheese dispenser, and that thing came out like
Like
The
your
floodgates
urologist
open.
appointment.
yeah, dude. It just was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. It was good. I mean, I used to love getting nachos and getting the chili cheese nachos, but I'd never had a Maverick chili cheese hot dog. But I did it for the tailgate talk.
I mean, and not just the tailgate talk. I mean, we're doing this for the boys on the hill. In between those
Yeah.
white lines. We're doing
They're
everything
putting
we
in
can
the
as a
work,
fan
and so
base.
are we.
We are, and it's not easy. I'm glad you mentioned how yours looked, because I did mention to Itty Bitty a little bit ago. My thought after our first official Chili Dog U Saturday was we could have sat in a room for 3 months together and spitballed ideas of foods that look less appealing when you take pictures of them, and we wouldn't be able to come up with one nearly as close to what a chili dog looks like.
No.
When you pay, I mean, every picture that I saw on Twitter on Saturday, I'm
Awful.
sure they were all mostly delicious, but the pictures themselves looked so bad.
Dude, 100,000
It was quite a
BTUs.
range.
That one alone.
100,000 Utes, dude. Oh my gosh. It's BT Utes. I have to have that kid explain what his name means to me. I'm too dumb. But his chili dog, bro, it like, and I'm sure it absolutely banged, but it looked like something my cat like coughed up from a fur ball and spit all over his hot dog, dude. We couldn't have picked an uglier, more disgusting.
Oh,
And that's, that makes me believe in this cause even more. It's so
Yeah.
Utah football.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. It's not flashy. No one goes into a Maverick and goes, I need that chili cheese dog today. You just have to have it some days, right? That's Utah football in a nutshell, but it does the job. It does the job every time. And when you finish that final bite, I did a Sonic chili cheese dog. First time I've ever been to Sonic for anything.
Oh, I love
Never been to
Sonic.
Sonic. And did a foot long chili cheese dog. Didn't go. I was gonna go the regular size, and Old Man Swan said no. We're doing the foot long. Oh shit! But when that 12 inches went, the final 12 inches went down my gullet. It does the trick every time, just like Utah football. I think we might win the national championship because
When you say the final 12 inches, you meant all 12 inches or just the last couple inches of the 12 inches?
the first 12 inches.
No. I don't know.
When the last
Can
part
you
of those
fraction
12
it out
inches
for me?
got down.
What do you mean in hat sizes?
Yeah. So, can we go over who we know that participated in the chili dog U?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
already
some thank
shouted R3 and then BT 100,000 Utes.
I know Swoop Dog. Did Father Stu do it? I think Father Stu did it. Flashback. I saw like Christian Judd did it too.
Christian
There's
Judd, huge shout out Christian Judd. Well,
there was people asking.
Let's see. Let's pull up the hashtag. This is why we did it.
Yep.
Chili Dog U, latest. All right. Thanks everyone for participating. By the way, 100,000 BT Utes. We already shouted you out. Wins the award for most disgusting looking chili cheese dog. Shirt bust. Kim Jong U, shout out. I did it. Itty bitty did it. Got those. Flashback U, shout out. Chili Dog U. His probably looked the best.
Yeah, his looked great.
Which is on par or like on, what you would expect to see from Flashback. Christian Judd, shout out. He did no bun. What did you guys think of that? Diced up hot dogs in the chili. I
like it.
I said it accepted, but I shouldn't have spoke for everyone. But I thought it was
basket
good.
counts.
Basket counts. Shout out Christian. I loved that one. Swoop Doggy Dog. Yep. Also went Sonic footlong. I know he loved that. He was telling us, and then Hollywood.
Bro,
hey,
mine
great
start.
start.
Peace Love Utes is doing Chili Dog U on Friday at his work.
Perfect.
First one to text us or tweet us.
It's the start of the revolution.
Yep.
There we go.
Love it. I did Chili Dog U after Runnin Utes at the Honey. Escaped. You know what? Forget that. Never a doubt. Utes with a never a doubt win against the Weber State Wildcats. I never for 1 second thought the Runnin Utes were going to lose that game. No, we did not need a free throw shot missed with like 12 seconds left to keep it a 3-point game, not a 4-point game. No, we did not need one of their point guards to score a basket late and then swat at the ball before it was inbound, get teed up, and get us the ball in a possession. We didn't need any of that. That was just a grind it out Utah
or the
basketball.
Buzzer beater. The buzzer beater 3 to go to OT.
That, we just needed. You want to practice. You want to get the buzzer beaters in now against the Weber States, knowing you're going to make them against Weber State. So then when the games really matter, then we're more prepared. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt.
The coaches couldn't have drawn up a better game plan. What other thoughts do we have? I know you were there, AD. Hollywood, did you see it at all? I don't think you were there.
No, I was keeping an eye on it, both on ESPN and X. Thought it was funny that the BYU fans were posting the halftime score, and I think they pay attention more to Utah sports than some Utah fans. But,
yeah, to that point, really, they were dialed in on the score of our Texas Tech football game.
which was so funny because they totally disregarded that and were like, you shouldn't do that after the West Virginia. But then as soon as Texas Tech,
let's stay on topic. I think
100%.
Let's get to that in the what happened. Any other thoughts on Utah basketball? I know you're looking for.
Yeah, just happy to see him come out on top. In fact, my nephew is playing wide receiver up at Weber State. If they would have lost, I might have had to wear my Weber State hat on the pod tonight.
Ooh.
So luckily they pulled it out.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Love it. Itty bitty. You were up there.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. Always a good time in the Honey. It smells like a school bus. Smell it right now. My Jag has to deal with that game. I don't know if we want to get into that now.
We'll get to the Jags. I mean, you can cross that bridge if you want, but we are going to get to it.
We'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait. I mean, the downside to Alex Jensen is we're not going to see a T from him. I don't think ever. I don't think he'll get teched up. He's too calm.
I watched him. So I worked for the Jazz for 15 seasons, and he is the most even kill, mellow guy ever.
That's why when he does get teed up, it's going to be in the biggest moment, and it's going to light a fucking fire under the boys. He's going to do it at the absolute perfect moment. If he's worth his salt, he will get teed up. Every great coach gets teed up. If he's worth his salt, he will get teed up, and it'll matter the most. And that place, it'll probably be at home, and the place will go absolutely bonkers.
I hope.
So I disagree.
Coach K, I mean, that dude averaged like a T every other game.
He ran hot, that guy.
Yeah. So it's different. Craig was a hype guy. He didn't get a lot of T's, I don't think. But he was a hype guy. He was always yelling. He's pumping up the crowd, which I loved.
I feel like Craig got a fair amount, but never it felt like never had a great time.
Yeah.
But maybe that's hindsight.
Terrence Brown, baller. He had 38?
Terrence Brown had 36 on 13 of 23 shooting. He was 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Could have had way more than, could have had 41.
Yeah. So there's our guy. Dawes played good. I just think we're raw. And I said it last time. This first half I don't really care. I'm just trying to enjoy it. And then I want to see progress in that second half of the season and carry it to next year. And that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get too deep. It's second game of the season. Right. So I definitely agree with you. Terrence Brown's the guy after watching exhibition, scoreboard, watching game 1, and then seeing an actual game in person, game 2 that mattered, but game 3 that we've seen. Terrence Brown's the guy. He commands the room.
Sure.
We're going to go as he goes. I felt like maybe the 36 from him might, I'm actually shocked it was only 23 attempts, which I like that. He got 36 with shooting 56% from the field.
Yeah.
I was a little worried, in the moment in the game, it felt worse than that. I think that might have had to do with the free throws, and he's not going to light it up from 3, I don't think. He was 0 for 2. He didn't even try from 3. But 2 games into it, again, I don't want to get too deep. I do like that, game 1, it was the Traore show. He popped off. And then this game, he goes 0 points on 0 of 8 shooting, and 8 of those shots were from the 3-point line. He was 0 for 7. He just kept talking at the guy behind me every time he yucked it up. Was like, keep firing away, you'll get one. And it was rough, but he walks out there 0, and that's probably why it was as close as it was. But if it was only Terrence Brown and Traore, we lose the game. But luckily, it's not just those two. Don McHenry lights it up for 26. And he hits the buzzer beater to send it into OT. So, and then we know what we have from Keanu. So there's 4 guys that I feel like we kind of know are dogs. Obviously we know the most of Keanu, and I feel like we have seen the most from Terrence to know what they are. But we're seeing sparks of other guys that are showing some dogs too, and that's encouraging.
Yeah.
After 2 games again.
I mean, I think they'll gel. They'll gel. We're still working it out, but
I'm just excited. I'm excited to see. like if I'm hoping for progress.
Yeah.
I was with Old Man Swan again last night, and I was just telling him, like, don't get me wrong, like, I don't expect anything out of this team if we won 5 conference games, because I mean, I said this in the midst of noticing we were getting out rebounded by Weber State. And I asked him, if we're getting out rebounded by Weber State, how bad is it going to be when like Kansas and Texas Tech and BYU
Houston.
and like these huge, long teams
Arizona.
come in? Like, how bad is it going to be? Then it's probably going to be pretty bad. But like, I still think we're going to be able to see progress in individuals at the very least, if this coaching staff is worth anything. So I'm excited to see what it provides.
Agreed. Love that.
Yeah. One that killed me was Sanders in overtime. We're up by 3 and we get an offensive board, and there was like 14 seconds left on the shot clock, and he hoisted one up from the corner, a corner 3, and it's like he wasn't lighting it up either. He was 2 for 5 from 3.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a head scratcher too.
But again,
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
And that's like a moment. Do it against Weber State. We got the win. We're lucky. If we're seeing progress, I'm hoping there's like an ASU comes to town somewhere down the road, and we find ourselves in a similar situation, and they pull it out and run all the clock down and get fouled. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of progress I'm wanting to see this year, to be honest with you.
I did like Terrence Brown pumping up the crowd.
Yeah.
He got us going. And the honey was loud, dude. When he did that, it got loud.
It got loud when he did that. When on the buzzer beater 3, not buzzer beater, but the game tying 3, that was a pop, dude. That was a pop. That was a loud pop. It felt good. The Huntsman Center's like, it's an awesome place. I love it up there. If you weren't able to make it to Saturday, do everything you can to make it. Our next game's when this comes out Monday night against Holy Cross. It's just a good time up there, and as anybody mentioned, like, you're seeing passion with the guys. Like, I think it means something to Terrence Brown. He's the leader of this year, and he's pumping up the crowd, and it feels like a different energy up there. I don't know. I'm excited.
Agreed. Let's give these players like a place where they want to go. You know, when the portal comes around, they see a sweet environment. Like,
make them proud to be Runnin Utes, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't matter if we're playing Holy Cross. Get your ass up there.
All right.
Take the family. I took my wife on a hot date, went and got a chili cheese dog, went to the Huntsman.
Yep. I took
from Maverick.
Damn fam, and it was chaos, but we got through it. Mrs. DB had to leave and go sit in the car. She missed the buzzer beater and everything. She didn't know we won. Old Man Swan had to finish it out. I was dying if we were going to go into double overtime. I didn't know what I was going to do.
And we missed
what the text was going to sound like.
So you said before the season started, like, you just want good free throw shooting team.
We started.
We ended up.
I said something.
65%. We went 21 of 32, and we missed the 2 to like milk it in the overtime. Like, if he would have just hit it, it would have been over. We were up 5, but instead they had a shot at a buzzer beater and they missed it. But
I'm hand up. I'm going to take some blame off the players' shoulders onto mine. We started off hot. I don't know the exact stats, but I pointed it out at some point. Like, we're actually shooting pretty good. This is like very nice at the free throw line specifically. And then, I don't know, man, 45 minutes later, Old Man Swan looked over at me and he's like, he cursed them. They've missed like 11 straight. I'm like, God damn, dude. So I'm going to take a little bit of blame, but I will say, what percentage was that you said? 65%. 65%. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what we were getting every night, like the last couple of years. Yeah. I feel like last year, 65%. We might have been thrilled about that. So, it's progress.
Progress.
It'll get worse.
Progress, baby.
Again.
Yeah. It'll get better.
If the coaches are good, those are the things that you expect to improve. The last coaching staff for 2 years couldn't figure out how to get our guys to shoot free throws.
Even our best shooters.
Everything. Right.
Gabe Madsen wasn't a good free throw shooter, and he lit it up. He has the record of 3-pointers in Utah history.
And in the post games, that's another thing I want to mention. Unfortunately, the post game, Alex Jensen gets an F for me. That's fine. Just win games, but awful post game guy. What we would expect. Which is just hard to chew because Craig was like an A+ post game guy, but again, he didn't win a lot of games. I'd rather them win a lot of games and be worse in the post game. But he was so good in the post game. But when it came to like the question of like what are we doing on the free throws, like he had a different answer every time. And it was like sometimes it was you just ignore it and you don't want to give it too much attention. Other times it's like we're making these guys shoot 100 a day, and it's like his answer was like always changing, and the results never were. So it was whew,
painful,
frustrating.
painful 7 years.
Nope. I'm excited for the season though. Anything else that you want to mention about either one of you from the Runnin Utes?
No.
Not.
Well, we kind of mentioned it. Cat's out of the bag a little bit. Sorry to our brothers down south. Cougs take their first loss. Did you guys have any gut reactions you wanted to get off the chest on the Cougs loss?
I do too. Yeah, go ahead, Holly.
I was honestly, I was surprised. I thought BYU would hang a little. They just looked like they couldn't get anything going. It was fourth. What quarter was it before they even scored their first touchdown? Was it third or fourth quarter?
I think it was 19-0 going into the fourth, but I didn't see that. I was following and listening to the game, so I don't know.
Fourth.
And look, they did a good job of when Texas Tech got into the red zone. They did a great job of holding them to field goals. But I think that was the only bright spot for me. I expected them to play much tougher. Because I honestly did think that BYU was getting not enough love. And then the downside is you go in and you're undefeated. Vegas has you as a 10-point dog. It's, well, they just don't respect us. They don't understand how good we are. And then they go in and look like that. It doesn't look good. I'm interested to see where they fall to in the standings when Tuesday comes out.
Yeah. We heard it all. We lost by 26. They lost by 24. Our game was a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Theirs wasn't even close the whole time. They had 8 plays in the opponent's territory. 8 plays, and that was all on that one touchdown drive, and they were playing prevent. So they didn't cross midfield until
Kirk Herbstreit at one set time. I saw a clip of him saying it could be 46-6 right now. It's like what the score should be.
It
the defense
was
got held up.
Absolute ass kicking. I'll get some stats here. At least we were driving the ball. I think we missed the field goal too against them, right? But I mean, they kicked our ass too.
Yeah, that muffed punt set everything into a tailspin.
Early.
It's tough. It's tough to hold them. Feel like you're getting the ball back, and then you just give it to them inside the 20.
I've been so impressed with their fans knowing our score versus Texas Tech, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've been so impressed with that.
That's all they had in the back of their head. Yep. And that was the one of the 4 I had to watch this weekend. It puts Utah in a situation where we just got to have Tech or BYU lose one more. So it kind of keeps some options available. One of the games was Iowa over Oregon. Oregon took care of business. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be. The other one was UCF over Houston. UCF had that game won on Friday night.
They had that in the bag. I turned that on at halftime, and I was like, that's it. They're done.
Yeah.
Houston came back and made it a game.
If Houston lost, it would just kind of put them out of reach. But we got to have a 3-way tie for second place. So, honestly, it really doesn't affect us that much. And then the last game was we needed A&M over Missouri. They handled their business. Missouri is now 3-loss. They'll probably drop from the top 25. And that's just one less 2-loss team that we have to deal with. And then we're ranked 13 in the college football playoff, and 14 and 15 both lost, and they were the ACC peeps. So Louisville lost, and Virginia lost. So that's going to help us down the road.
So that was going to be my question: is with it being a bye week, do you think anybody jumps us from 13?
Before we answer that, can I ask a question to Itty Bitty? Because Hollywood kind of mentioned it. Where do you think BYU falls to? If you were to best,
I think BYU goes 12, and then we stay 13. Is my bet.
Do you think? See, I think with the 14 and 15 losing, that kind of the big thing about that is probably not anyone leaping us, right? And Missouri losing.
Yeah.
So to answer the second question, I don't think.
Yep.
Do you see anyone leaping us? I don't think.
No.
I don't think. I'll pull it up right now,
No.
but.
And I agree. I think they dropped to 12. If for some reason that loss was bad enough to drop them past Utah, get ready. Get ready. I don't think it'll happen.
Talk about getting ready. I mean, that would just be the appetizer to what is potentially going to be an amazing thing if we're both 10-2, the two teams, and we go to the conference championship and they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, the fit they'll throw about falling behind us in the rankings will pale in comparison to the fit they're going to throw if we go to the conference championship after they beat us.
It could happen.
Do you think that hurts? Do you think that hurts? So think about it from this perspective. Do you think that hurts if, let's say, things don't change? Texas Tech stays number one. They obviously make it to the Big 12 championship. BYU stays in second place. They make it. Utah finishes their season. They blow out their opponents, best case scenario. If BYU makes it to the Big 12 championship and it's the exact same game that they played, does Utah then jump BYU and make it to the playoffs and BYU?
I don't know, man.
See you later.
I think so. I think so. It all depends on when you lose too, right? I mean, we had 2 earlier losses. If you lose 2 down the stretch in November, unless you're losing to like Bama, Georgia, right, Ohio State.
So, but do you fear if it's a 4-way tie at 10-2, we go BYU and 3 other teams that are also 10-2 stay home? If we lose the conference championship, or is one of those 3 teams going to get in?
I think so.
Us?
Yeah. I think the Big 12 is getting 2 teams this year.
I think the Big 12 is too, but I don't know if the loser of the conference championship is going to be the one that gets left out. The second place team.
So.
The second place
I think
team?
it depends on how they lose.
Yeah.
Because think about it this way. If you're on that committee and you look at a team that makes it to a championship game that is going to be essentially a playoff game, you're looking for ratings and you're looking for competitive teams. If a team goes into the Big 12 championship and gets absolutely steamrolled,
I guess that
team is going to have to.
We're assuming they're getting steamrolled, not playing them close, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and
that makes sense.
you know it. I think it's just when you lose too. Like if we go on a 5-game win streak to end the year and we're beating some good teams and they go 3-2 in the last 5, you can't put them in the playoffs.
And all of this is a mute issue. Like we're just talking, but
shooting the shit. We're at the tailgate.
But
talk.
If this happens, if all of this happens, Utah makes it to the playoffs for some reason and BYU doesn't, all you will hear on X or any of your friends that are BYU fans is, well, we beat you, so that makes us better than you anyways. That's all you'll hear.
They say they care more about us than they do their own team. So I agree.
I mean, at the end of the day, they are going to say that, and they'll believe it. They really will believe it. When they do say it, they won't just be bullshit and trolling. They'll truly believe that they rather beat us and watch us go to the playoffs than lose to us and go to the playoffs themselves. Ultimately, I want to see my team win trophies, and I want my team to play in trophy games, whether that's conference championships or bowl games. That's like what I want to see. Rivalry's fun, but it's like a distant third as a fan that I want to see, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and last thought on this while we're on, most of you probably know this. Stat of the day, that was BYU's very first top 10 matchup where both teams are matched up. They're 0-1 in that category. So
and they got a losing streak
Tough.
with College Game Day, and we don't. So
Yeah, who's got the curse now?
yeah. If anyone jumps us, it'll be Vandy.
Okay.
But I think they'll slide to that 14 spot. We'll stay the same. BYU's 12. I think that's how we're going to see it on Tuesday.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to cover of football this weekend before I have one?
Utah State, baby.
Yes. Please.
Get their
What
fifth
happened?
win. Bronco and the pig farmer, they didn't just come through. They absolutely curb stomped. That was a no-doubter. I think we started texting at halftime. I think DB sent me a, hey, congratulations.
No, not at half. I waited till the fourth. I didn't want to hear you trying to. I'm just trying to do anything. I made sure it was well out of reach.
Yeah, even if you would have at half, I feel like that game was well out of reach by then. I also did get a text message from one of my buddies. He's a client of mine. He lives in Oahu. He texted me because you had told me anytime Hawaii is a dog at home, bet on them. And he sends me a selfie from the game. And he goes, I hope you pounded Hawaii because they were a dog at home and they won by 30 plus. So
that's an
breaking news.
Old man Swanism.
It's a magical.
Keep an eye. If Hawaii's ever a dog at home, take the points.
Yep. I love it.
And maybe sprinkle a little money line.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want to say it to your face while we're on the topic. Congratulations on hitting your win total season.
Yes.
8 units
That was a good one. 8 units.
8 units. That's a
Yeah.
big one.
That's
a
huge.
big boy. That's
Congrats,
a big boy.
dog. Yeah,
80 bitties on the verge of a 10 unit. He needs one more Ute win. I want a 3 unit. We mentioned the BYU game. Largest bet in 365 days for me was on Texas Tech to cover. I was playing video games late on Friday night, and in between games was looking at lines and saw the line like actively moving as I looked it up, and I was like, holy shit. I hurried and got it at 11.5, where I was seeing it was like 12.5 at other places. And so I hurried, got there 3 units. Cause generally, for those that don't know, about 12-ish hours before kickoff are when like casinos and sports books allow like the big dogs that are spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars on single game bets. They don't take those bets on a Monday or Tuesday. Those guys are too good. So they wait to take those bets from those guys until the very last minute. And I felt like I was like seeing it in real time. And I hurried and put 3 units sweat free. Just want to mention that. Felt good.
Yeah,
Big
turns
hidden.
out you could have got it at 22.5 and you would have been just fine.
True. Oh,
Yeah.
Alt line would have been so sick.
Yeah.
While we're in the Mountain West, I do want to just say, we got to clap it up. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause for the man himself, the one that made our famous saying famous. The Jag, JG1 scored his first UNLV football touchdown on Saturday against Colorado State.
And 1 yard shy of triple digits.
Oh, baby. What was his full stat line?
12 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, long of 31, averaged 8 and some change per carry.
The Jags turning the corner. He's
Jag.
finding his groove.
Yeah. He
And
listened.
I was just going to say, I don't know if without us, he's where he's at. I'm just going to throw that out there. You know, sometimes you got to get kicked in the nuts to get
Feel
better.
the fire. Yeah.
Yep.
So what is that? The list of we got Portnoy, Jag.
Yes.
Who else
Our
we got?
A-list listener confirmed list, and shout out to you guys. We got Dave Portnoy, Pat McAfee, Miles Turner, and JG1, Jalen Glover.
Miles Turner.
Shout out. The A-list celebrity list. Jags tags real quick, and then we'll get into our final. What do you guys, if any, do you have for Jags tags?
I got 3 tags.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
The Pig Farmer,
Okay, good.
Bronco Mendenhall. Those are easies. For those of you that have been listening to the podcast, you might have noticed a little change in the last episode. Let's give a nice little applause to Jaywalk, our new junior producer. He's been great with the sound clips.
Fully accepted your contract? Signed on the dotted line?
He's still in probation period. Let's see how things go with this episode.
He's killed it.
But phenomenal job. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal job. He deserves to be called out. And I told him when we listened to the episode, and even for those of you that paid attention on Sunday, this is a little bourbon apple pear ginger beer.
Oof.
Cut up and put the little short together, and it is so good. So
He's killed it.
thank you, Jaywalk.
Jaywalk. Tag, baby.
Shout out Jaywalk, unbelievable on the edits. Love to see it. Love to see that you have officially hired a junior producer. Congratulations, Hollywood. Your voice has been stuck in my mind all weekend, which is a little disappointing in the fact that what you've been saying in my mind, it was Peach's
Peach
treasure.
Peach pleasure, my
Peach
treasure.
pleasure, my treasure. God, it's running in my head all. Peach pleasure, my treasure.
Peach pleasure, my treasure.
It was incredible. But unfortunately, who could have known peaches were not in season?
I'm not a farmer. I don't know what's in season, what's out. The funny thing is we go to the store and I'm shopping around and I'm looking all over the produce section. I'm like, where the hell are the peaches
They
at?
don't have peaches year round?
My wife goes, they're not in season, you dumbass. I'm like, oh, we got to call an audible right here.
Yeah.
So Sister Hollywood, she made sure I knew what was in line.
Shout out. And Jaywalk also made your short video for the bourbon,
Yep.
right? Looked great. What do you got, Edie?
Yeah, my tag is everyone who did the chili cheese dog.
Good call.
Including you two, myself, and the ones we talked about earlier. So everyone that did that, tag of the week. My jag of the week, I'm a little nervous to even put this out here.
Yeah, I think this is... Go ahead.
It's not who you think it is either.
Okay.
The muss.
Oh, okay. All right.
The
All
muss.
right. Wasn't what I was
For the
thinking.
Huntsman Center?
Okay. They have absolutely sucked in basketball. Granted, we've been bad. We have been bad. But they have been terrible at showing up to the games. We had a bye week, no football, on a Saturday night at 5 p.m., and we couldn't get the muss there. Jag. It pisses me off.
Okay. Go ahead.
Are
Sorry.
the tickets are free, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
For the Muss?
Yes.
Oof.
Especially for that game. So it's like, what do you have on a Saturday night as a college student and you can't show up for your team? That pisses me off. Jag of the week.
I like the Jag of the Week call. I'm actually a little different angle than you on I think they're deserving of the title. But they just stand there. The ones that do show up. Like
Yeah.
maybe more would show up if it was fun and they were being creative and coming up with new chants and new ways to get the people at the top involved as much as the people at the bottom. And they were doing fun and exciting and new things and chants and making people cry and, other players and getting in their heads and yelling at the coach and, and putting out a newsletter or they just stand there. They just stand there. So the ones that do show up kind of rough too.
Do we need to sponsor the Muss with some smelling salts?
We might need to.
We might
we
need
might
to
need
spend
to.
a season in the basketball muss just to
Yeah.
undercover students just
Yeah.
to help them, train them what a student section is.
And
I'll show up
from
there like, beat it, old man.
from sources, this is the source call out. Usually don't do this on this episode, but a source last year, a big time booster was throwing money at the Must to get them to show up to games. And he is an older gentleman, didn't know how to handle it. So it's sad. It's sad when you have to have that for your own school. And they show up to the football games. I mean, I know we have it. We've seen it, and we've seen it before in the Huntsman. So I just...
But if you look at the football games, though, too, the guys at the top, the students at the very top, the last row, are as active as the guys and gals in the front 5 rows, you know?
Mhm.
And they've developed things to do and made it fun and exciting for that student section in those environments for everyone, top to bottom. And they just haven't figured out how to do it in basketball. They just haven't figured it out. It's a damn shame.
Damn shame.
Good call on the JAG tag. I want to make sure that we give a tag, Big J Aerotech Manufacturing.
Yes.
Tag of the week. It was kind of exciting week last week, and we might have mentioned it. Might be slipping me, but I just want to, I'll double down if we did. Tag of the week, Aerotech Manufacturing in the Tailgate Talk U business. So we love you guys. Anything else for you guys on Jags tags? Okay.
Nothing.
Love you, Airtech.
Let's
Big J.
wrap this up. You had one question you wanted to go over, 80?
Yeah, so we had a listener ask, how do you guys do it? How do you guys go to tailgates and tailgate every home game? Even go to some road games, right? How do you guys do it? You guys families, you got spouses, other hobbies. Like, tell us how you do it. And so we want to do like a quick kind of segment on how we're able to do that, and hopefully to educate and help some other dads and husbands out there, boyfriends, whatever it might be. So I'll turn it over to DB because he's really good at this.
Go ahead.
I do have my system, and I'll give a brief summary. But it's a question I get asked daily.
I get asked a lot myself as well. I think I've done it I've tailgated my whole life, and I think there were a lot of people that thought when he's done with high school he'll be done, or when he's done with college he'll be done, or when he gets married it'll slow down for him. When he has kids it'll slow down, and it never has. And I think so people are like, how hasn't it not? And there's probably lots of ways to do it, and I'm not the only guy in America that gets kind of passes and a free day for my spouse or my obligations to go do something that I want to do 6 to 7 times, sometimes only 5 times a year, right? 5 to 7 times a year, days a year. I get it kind of a free pass to go do what I love. And I'm sure there's lots of guys that have different ways to do it. For me, it's really simple. You have boundaries and you set boundaries. and when you got whatever that is, whether it's work, whether it's spouse, whether it's whatever, you have boundaries, you set those boundaries and you stick to those boundaries. And I don't know. I see a lot of different things. I think where a lot of people maybe go wrong is they get caught up in exciting moments of dating their spouse, which is a very exciting thing. But I think a lot of people, when they go through that, they forget their boundaries and what really matters to them in life, and where they really enjoy to spend their time and who they enjoy to spend their time with. And so they loosen up on their boundaries. And then when it gets official, eventually it all comes boiling up what they really like to do and be. And then the other person's like, well, it wasn't like that when we were dating, so why is it different now? You don't like me anymore? And it's no, it's just a boundary, right? It's just what matters to me. So I think that's where a lot of people maybe go wrong. That's just me speculating. I got lucky. I did not, for 1 second, I was maybe even more strict. I've probably loosened up over time as far as my boundary goes on tailgating. But Mrs. DB just knows it's a very important day to me, and we're going to do whatever to make it work. So that's what works for me.
Yeah, I love that. I think for me, it's really simple. You just don't marry a fucking loser.
Yeah.
I think that comes down to no. Shout out to Mrs. Itty Bitty, but I kind of how we work. At least me and my wife is it's not like an eye for an eye thing, but it's a little bit I guess you can kind of call it eye for an eye. But what I do is I try to give her 5 to 7 Saturdays throughout the year. And she could go wake up, go to breakfast, go shopping, go to the gym. Just kind of have like a day off from like waking up, get with the kids, and the grind of all that. So when it comes to tailgating, yeah, she's really good with me. She doesn't really comment a whole lot. I know it's harder on her because it's like crammed from like September to November, and then
it's
I
all
have
spread out throughout the year.
yeah. I mean, so I definitely have it easier because I could go like once a month even, and she's golden. So that's kind of how we do it. I give her some time. She has a girls trip. I usually take a guys trip and go to one of the road games. This year it ended up being 3 road games, but BYU is not really a road game. But yeah. And then I think just like DB said, it's boundaries. And so when you're dating someone, you got to show your passions.
Yeah.
And if tailgating's your passion and they all of a sudden just find out about it, a year into their marriage, you're kind of hosed. I have a close family member, just got a girlfriend. He hasn't showed up to a tailgate in 2 years. And just like, he never kind of,
either it wasn't as, it doesn't matter as much, and that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if it might, and if it boils up someday, it's going to be harder to cross that bridge now or later than it is now. I also do want to like just point out, like, because given the spouse a day is important. Just made me think too. Like you got to pull your weight around the house as well.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't slack off, and I work harder in the fall around the house than any other time of the year because I know I'm putting a lot on the spouse. So doesn't like give a free pass for everything. But yeah.
Holly, anything?
Yeah. So my kids are kind of in the throes of soccer, football, basketball, wrestling, all those things, cheer.
Brutal.
And so, look, if my kids have something going on, that's typically where I'm going to be. But if they don't, my wife knows that I absolutely love tailgating with the boys. And the cool thing is my son and even Emma, my daughter, they love to go up and tailgate too. And so that's been cool for us to kind of bond and for them to kind of start to get that experience and go up with us. And so I always like to include my family in going up and doing those things, because then when they get older, it's like, well, that's what we do on game day, right?
Yeah.
We go up, we hang out, we spend the day together. And so, for me, I'm a big family guy, but I also want to make sure that my kids get to enjoy that aspect of life. And they've absolutely had a blast coming up, playing cornhole, watching football, and eating food.
That's a great
chili, cheese dogs.
Great perspective.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that's a great perspective. If it matters to your kids, it's easier to show that your spouse will be more understanding that it matters to everyone. So
yeah, and we're at a different stage of life. I mean, you're approaching 60, Hollywood, and we have young kids, so.
60 was last year, bud.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of the same thing. I was jumping to soccer games, and it's kind of hard to juggle that. And but yeah, I'm excited when the kids get older. Like that's what we do. We're gonna be at the tailgate. So
yep. All right, John. Love it. That's all I got. Anything else you guys want to throw in?
We will be back on Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Friday episode. Beat Baylor. I'm ready to get.
Do you think I do have this one question for you, and I want to get this in before the next 3 games? Prediction: do you think whatever the spread might be, do you think Utah does not cover in the next 3 games? I think that
that's a tough question.
They cover all 3 spreads, because I think Witt knows that it's important for the people that are making the decisions.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
that's a good question. I'm not going to bet it, but
I might do maybe 1 unit on an open bet parlay, and just do Utes to cover all 3, and we'll call it the tailgate.
Ooh, I like that
parlay.
I like that,
and we'll see how it goes.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I've been killing the teasers, so I'll probably tease it, get the spread down to 2.5, and probably hit the over as well, and go from there.
Love it, fellas. Well, thanks again for tuning in to Tailgate Talk. Been another great episode. Thank you everyone for listening. Share the YouTube channel with a friend. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to like the video and leave a comment. Love you guys.
Love.
Go Utes.
Go Utes.
That's it for this episode of Tailgate Talk, hosted by DB Cooper and Itty Bitty Ute. Produced by Hollywood. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your tailgate crew. Join us next time for more sports talk, food, and fun. Until next time, keep the grill hot and the stories hotter.